My company was in reserve. I was in G Company, and a medic showed up there, and he come to us and he said, "Is there anybody here can drive a Jeep?" And nobody spoke up. And he said, "I need somebody to drive a Jeep." He said, "I've got 3 wounded men down in F Company down there." He said, "And I need to get them." And he said, "I never learned to drive." And he said, "My driver's disappeared." And I don't know where what the deal was on the driver. But anyway, nobody was saying anything, and I didn't have a military license to drive, but I wasn't worried about that too much. But anyway, I said, "Well, I've never drove a Jeep, but I'll bet I can." And he said, "Well, come on." And we got in that Jeep and went down to F Company, and there was a little, well, it really wasn't a road, just a little trail, but those little narrow Jeeps negotiated it, and got down there, and they had the 3 guys in a sheltered area, and we got them loaded up. And have you ever watched MASH? Well, it had the racks for the litters, for 2 litters across the back, and one across in front of the windshield, over the hood. And we loaded those 3 guys up and headed back up. Now, Jeep didn't have a lot of speed or a lot of power in the higher gears, and we're going up grade a little bit, and this trail was a short portion of it was exposed to the German artillery. And now they didn't bother us going down. This Jeep had Red Cross on it and everything. That when we come back, they'd set up and they started shelling us as soon as we hit that open spot.
Wow.
And I had my footprint crammed through the bottom of that Jeep, trying to get more speed out of it. And that wasn't in a high gear, I was in a lower gear anyway, going uphill. And this guy, "Oh, yeah, slow down." He said, "You're going to hurt these guys." I said, "Mister, if they hit us with them shells, we'd be hurting a hell of a lot worse, all of us." And I just kept my foot down, and we made it. We got past where they could shoot at us. And we got back to the outfit and got out, and my commanding officer and the executive officers, "Well, what the hell are you doing in that Jeep?" I started telling him, and he come right in and told him what the deal was. And I told him, "You'll have to get somebody else to take you on further back, you know."
Wow.
And I don't know. I didn't stick around to see what happened there. But anyway, my commanding officer said to me, he said, Did you see?" I said about it, I was mad. I said, "The damn things are shooting at us." I said, "I can see the muzzle flashes." He said, "You know where those guns were at? You know their location?" And I said, "I know right where they're at." And he said to me, he said, "Well, can you take this guy down and show you?" He said, "Where they're at?" He said, "He's forward observer for the artillery." And his name is John L. Warner, and I've got an article on him in here. I said, "I can show him exactly where they're at." And I took him back down and showed him, and he looked through his field glasses at him and got his coordinates off his map and called back to the 105 millimeter howitzers, and a little bit we heard the whine of the shells coming in, and they clobbered that area.
Oh my God.
They knocked everything out down there. We could see bodies and pieces and stuff. And then we went back up to the outfit, and they told me they were putting me in for a Bronze Star.
Oh, wow.
And that was my first one.